Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the Den. How y'all feeling today? Happy Sunday. It is that time, of course, for our old school classic favorite throwback Sunday movie. Okay, today we talking about Imitation of Life. Let me see who's in the building. Of course, Kendall's here representing. Hey, Kendall. Rashonda, Matthew Wilson, um, Michelle Waller, Zaria, always coming through. Thank y'all so much. Monica M, Kim Everett. We are definitely happy to see y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like. Make sure y'all share the video if you can. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my co-host. We got the ladies here today, of course, to come on and, break this movie down for y'all. This is one of my favorites. I'm excited to talk about it. Haven't seen it in a while. First up, we gonna bring in Inga.
Hey everybody in the chat. Thank you, Tamika, for having me once again. I always enjoy it. Always a good time.
Yes.
And I am so glad that you chose this particular movie. We'll talk about it.
We got some things to get into.
Yeah, I gotta get some off my chest.
Yes. And we, of course, got to go, to Queens. Queens got to come to the Bronx. We got to meet up and get in the den and get y'all, hammers out so we can get this thing started.
I was taking my shoes off to come into the den.
That's right. That's
I
right.
had to stop and
I told everybody, get that drink and get that popcorn. Get ready
right.
This movie tonight with Imitation of Life, you are going to be pissed off.
Matthew
and then
said
you're gonna have remorse.
The heat.
Yeah. Wait, who said that?
Matthew Wilson. He said Inga about to bring the heat.
Oh yeah. She got a lot to say.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
Yes, yeah.
It's good to see everybody on a Sunday.
Absolutely. Y'all could be doing anything. We definitely appreciate y'all for joining us. Like I said, Imitation of Life is one of my faves. I've been watching this probably since I was a teenager, maybe even before teenager, and it makes me cry every single time. I don't care how many times I watch it, I always have the same reaction.
Yeah.
So
it's been
of course
years
with this one, because we know it's two versions. It's the 1939 and then it's the 1959, and I watch both. The disc that I have actually has both of them on there, but I'm partial to the 1959 one. That one has
today. Yeah, I had the I have the same dish you had as the 1934, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, 34.
Yeah, and then the 1959 one. Yeah, I watched that one today, the 59.
Yeah, so with that one, of course, it got Sandra Dee, it got Juanita Moore, it has Lena Turner, and one of my favorite moments that I love in it is also, of course, we got Mahalia Jackson. Later on we'll get to that and singing a little something in here. But yeah, this one always, just kind of partial to it. Hey, LSW, just quick moment, y'all. LSW, I don't know if you ever saw it. I could not tag you in it, but every so often, y'all know I like to shine a light on people. I like to shine a light on my subscribers. Sometimes, I shine a light on other YouTubers. I shine a light on just, actors, icons, whatever that I like. And I do something where I be having the person of the week, and I made you the person of the week last Saturday because I just was saying that I wanted you to know you're appreciated, and you've been one of my day ones. You always come through and leave good comments. So just wanted to, put that out there for a minute real quick. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. This is the Sunday. I think this was the last one from our original list.
Yeah. Moochie, you were saying something, but you was muted.
Yeah, I was saying that she does. She comes through LSW. I didn't get to say anything. She comes through to everybody's channels. And I like when people are interactive in the chat, and she is one of those people.
Yes, definitely.
And it's we really appreciate that.
Always
Daria knows
comment.
too.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you guys. So I was saying we did Sparkle, we did Claudine, we did Lady Sings the Blues, Woman of Brewster Place. This was the last one for, the first list that we put out. And of course, y'all should know by now that we put up a new poll. And so far, Cooley High is winning everywhere. It's winning on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, is winning on my page, is winning on Moochie page.
Yes, Cooley High is gonna be number one.
Yeah, that's gonna be number one. And the choices
this is getting longer and longer too.
Right.
But it's all right though, because this is a good day. Sunday is a family day, so that's the best day to do the throwbacks.
Yeah,
and I like that. And we're getting a little momentum. People are getting on board, and we got a list. Don't think just because you choose one, you won't see the other. It's just we picked all these movies. We don't know which ones to do, so we're gonna do it in those orders.
Right.
So that's how it is. And it looks like Tamika said, Cooley High is in the winnings, and
yes,
the next one is at the end of May. So Cooley High I'll be doing it, and
and that gives people plenty of time to watch it.
Right. It gives you time to watch it and to know what's coming up, next, and we let it be the people's choice. So of course it was Cooley High, Coffee, Which Way Is Up, Mahogany. I love all of them. So I'm excited.
And Cooley High is free on YouTube if anybody doesn't have the DVD, and you can find it on Tubi and some other free platforms as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, but YouTube has it, the whole thing, because I've seen it many times.
All right, so if you trying to find out where to watch it, so you need to like a little refresher, so y'all could be in the chat talking about y'all favorite parts. Some people probably can quote this movie.
Yes.
So, we're gonna go there. We're gonna have quotes that we want y'all to do. And things of that nature. We're going to be behind the scenes and talk about how we're going to spice it up. Where I want y'all to interact, and I want y'all to enjoy it just like we enjoy y'all.
Yes,
okay?
Absolutely. Hey, EJ.
Hey, EJ.
Hey, Billy Austin says, good evening, everyone. Much love from the Shah. My grandmother took me to see the original back in the day. Shout out to Grandma and shout out to the Shah. Thank you.
Right. You're right.
I know that's right. So, yeah, y'all. Of course, we started out. They was on the beach in Coney Island. Yeah, who want to go ahead and start it out? How we picked up with them?
They were struggling. She was struggling trying to get work, and she had somebody to help her with her kid. And I feel like I like the way these two got together and helped each other and made the situation work where they had the apartment.
Yeah, I think she felt sorry for was it Annie? She felt sorry for, she had compassion because the lady didn't have no place. Obviously, they might have been homeless. They was going from place to place,
Yeah, I think they were. They were like shifting, from different places. Probably however she would get her work.
And unfortunately, that's how it was for the time. This was 1947. It said that in the beginning. It was 1947. So unfortunately, that definitely was how it was for a lot of domestic people. They didn't keep jobs all the time. They so some of them, it happened like that for a lot of people that was doing domestic work.
Absolutely. And she was fortunate that she was the one that, just so happened to find her daughter, because she was looking for her everywhere. You know how kids are. They run off. And there was so many people out there on that daggone beach. So it was like the two little girls connected, and then that kind of made them connect. So I like that.
I like that too, that they end up connecting that way because of their children.
Correct. Yeah.
Even though her daughter's older, they still made a connection.
Right.
That's what I liked about it.
Oh, Tamika, did you see the comment from Tanette Grayson?
Tanette Grayson. Can you add all about Eve and the Bad Seed to your list? Yeah, we got a lot on the list. I don't mind adding more. Now, I'm familiar with all about Eve. I don't think I'm as familiar as with the Bad Seed.
The Bad Seed is
The Bad Seed, that's a real old movie. Ain't that that's with that bad little girl. That's a good movie.
It's a very good one.
That's a good movie.
I will add it to the list. I'm gonna write it down right now.
That little girl,
forget.
My mother used to say that about me. She said, "You acting just like the Bad Seed." She used to tell me that. My mother used to tell me that. Yeah, I seen that movie many. See, a lot of these movies I used to sit with my mother and watch.
Yes,
I know a lot of.
I've probably seen it before and just don't remember exactly what it is. But About Eve, I definitely remember that one.
Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Yeah. So okay, but since y'all are New Yorkers, let me ask y'all: is Coney Island? Was it like this? Like everybody used to go to the beach and hang out at the car?
Absolutely. I mean, I haven't been there in years, and it's not the same no more. But back, definitely everybody was hanging out there. They would have the carnival.
Okay.
You know, you walk
that was
the
the place to hang out
boardwalk
in the summertime.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll since we talking about it, I went there in the 70s.
Hey,
most of my family lives in Brooklyn, like my cousins and things like that. And that's where we would go on the rides and stuff like that. My mother didn't like to take us to the beach like that. But the rides we would do. My other aunt, she would take us to the beach.
Okay. Because that's where they always had the world famous Nathan hot dogs and all
that.
That's where there was a competition.
That's right. The people shoving the hot dogs in their mouth.
Yes. I used to drive the bus over there to 36.
All right.
Yeah, so this was the place to be back in the day. The last time I went to Coney Island, and they put a lot of new rides there.
Yeah, so is it going down or is it
they're trying to build it back up, and they, like I said, they put a lot of new rides there, but they got the Cyclone is still there.
Okay.
Riding them rickety seats in the back, you feel
I don't mess with that.
Like that roller coaster gonna leave the tracks, yo. Right? If you've been on it in Coney Island, them last two cars, you feel like, look, am I going to be safe back here? But you survive. It's just old and rickety.
I was never into that. That wasn't my thing. But my brothers
I used to
like
get on roller coasters. I don't do it no more.
I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, no, not no more.
Time I got on one was actually 2016.
Yeah,
I went to what's that place? I got on the Incredible Hulk and the Spider-Man.
Universal Studios.
Yeah.
I've been there a few times. Yeah. Universal's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. They
Savannah said Rosemary's Baby and Flowers in the Attic. We can.
I love those, Savannah.
Both of those are good.
She was talking about how she was reading the V.C. Andrews books back in the day. Remember Tamika?
Yes. All the time.
Yes.
All the time.
That was in the attic.
Thorns, all of those books. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So where we at now? Let's see.
But they got to meet, and like Inga was saying, I think she felt we had this little part too where they went messing with this daggone man. And he was taking he was taking the pictures of them. But like Inga was saying, I think she felt bad for her. She ended up saying, "Come on," and we kind of hear Annie's daughter. Her name is Sarah, right? We hear her say, "Why we, never have no place to go? I want to go home."
Wasn't it Susie? Susie. Yeah, Susie. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Susie was. And what's the white lady's name? I just watched it like a second ago. What is that white lady?
That's why.
Laura,
something like that, right?
Yeah. Susie's her daughter.
Susie is her daughter, and Sarah. Lord,
Sarah Ann
or something like that.
Sarah Ann Johnson.
It's Annie's daughter.
Yeah, she was saying to that's what I meant. She was saying to her mother, like, I want to be able to go.
Thank you, Sarah Jane. Yeah.
So she brought her back with her, but she was saying that they struggling too, so she really couldn't pay her. And Annie was saying, "Don't worry about it. You ain't gotta pay me nothing now." You could tell she just basically wanted to.
She wanted to have a place to live and a warm place for her daughter to be.
Right.
This was a good woman.
Yeah.
This was a good woman. And I don't like how she was treated. So
I like the way she said, "We'll put this in the kitty" when she came home with her first job.
Yes.
I like when she did that because it's like once she saw that her daughter was all right, and she was like, you know what, you go ahead and take care of this and try to work and do what you do and this and that. And I was like, okay, they becoming a real good team. The way they working together, I like this.
Yeah. And of course, we see the first glimpse of Sarah just not wanting anything to do with the whole.
Yeah, because she didn't want this black doll baby.
Black doll, yes. She was pissed. Like, why are you giving me the black one? But she said, that's the only other one I have. This one is my favorite. I've had her forever. This is my friend. And she snatched it out her hand.
Yeah, and threw it on the ground. And she should have got her tail beat right there. You know?
But I don't even think her mother really seen all of that go on.
No, not she was seeing how her daughter was acting a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. It was just a little girl acting out a little bit.
Yeah.
Just whiny and stuff. It wasn't it got worse later. It wasn't that bad. And then
Sarah Jane Johnson. That's what it was.
Sarah
I seen the 1934 one. We was talking about that when we first got up here. I actually have the DVD that has both of them up there. I still got all my DVDs, y'all.
Yeah, I still have it over here.
So, like y'all was saying, like right now she basically stuffed envelopes with money. She's trying to become, like an actress and try to get some gigs. So she did get a call about a commercial. And when she went for that, I don't know whether she was allergic to the dog or she was allergic to the
She was allergic to that powder.
That powder,
every time she took it out, she was like,
she kept sneezing and they was getting mad.
Yeah, she was a struggling actress.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Detroit Kings?
Hey, Detroit.
Hey, Detroit. But she was a struggling actress, and but when she became, started making money, she started changing.
Yeah, she did. Absolutely.
She started acting a little funny,
Absolutely. And I think this is when Steve ended up coming to show them the pictures that he had took of them on the beach, because
he was a good man.
He was, and I like the connection that all of them made, and they. Even though they had gaps in between the years, they all kind of still stayed in touch throughout the years. Like it really built up a bond.
This is everybody in case I don't know if they could see it, but
yes,
that's the one you had to figure, right?
We got it on the thumbnail too. It's both movies, yeah. That's just how my DVD looks too. It's both versions.
I borrowed this from my mother. I saw she had it. I know we're gonna do that review. Let me borrow this from her. I probably ain't giving it back to her.
Right. So this, of course, was the pictures that he took, and he took some good pictures. I was surprised.
1947. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I think about an Alfred Hitchcock movie when I see the guy laying there like that. Though.
Yes. And I like those Alfred Hitchcock movies too.
Okay, somebody we got to put the other one on the list with him, the one with the looking out the window and seeing everything. That Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Mm-hmm.
Which one you talking about?
The one where the person be looking out the window and they see everything and they witness a crime.
What's his
I can't think of the name of it right now,
but I'll get birds. I love the birds.
Yeah, that's my mother's favorite. She loves that and Psycho.
Psycho is a great one. Psycho.
All right, so we're gonna do an Alfred Hitchcock night and talk about favorite parts of that. So we gonna figure it out, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
When it's downtime, we're gonna be doing a lot of different things when we're not doing these shows.
Yeah, we ain't got no
Rear Window.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Rear Window. And Whatever Happened to Mary Jane.
Oh, that's a really good
Baby Jane, you mean?
Oh, Baby Jane.
Baby Jane.
Baby Jane. Mm-hmm. That is a
a good movie too.
Yes.
Yeah, Joan Crawford and Betty Davis, they were crazy. Both
mm-hmm.
Y'all know another one of my favorites. No ball wire hangers.
Oh we had to do that one day. That was good.
She was one of our list of the bad mothers.
Yes.
For Mother's Day.
Oh,
and you know Miss K gets her list together every year. So Mother's Day is coming
up. Mother's Day is coming up, so you need to update that list because
don't worry, we are.
Yeah, you got some people. I'm gonna send you some names and some people to add on that list.
Yeah. So of course, Steve wanted to shoot his shot. He asked her out on a date. They went to have some coffee, but she really wanted to come here so she could find out about, who was looking for somebody for like a new play or a new project that she could be in. So she really just like stepped in there with him for a minute and then was like, okay, I gotta leave. See you the next time. I think she told him to come by her house for dinner or something like that. And when she got here, this man was a hot mess.
Yeah, he was trying to do.
Oh yeah, he was a Harvey Weinstein type of dude.
Like you gotta be on the freaking casting couch in order to get your
exactly, and that's how it was. Oh, actually, still how it is. It's still how it is.
Look, it's just coming. We don't even know if it's coming to an end, but
it's not coming to an end. Harvey Weinstein just happened to get caught. It's still going on. It's still going on. So
yeah, she told him he had the wrong one with that. Now it was funny to me because of course she lied a little bit to get in there in the first place, and he was like, you had me for all of 20 seconds, like you're good. But then he just proceeded to start telling her how old she was and how, you still got looks, so therefore you would have to do A, B, and C to be able to still get along. So of course she came back all depressed and sad about that. And
now scenes,
this was another part. You want to talk about this, Inga?
When she came, and I remember wearing rubber red boots like this. I had a little pair of Charlie Brown boots.
I had those boots too.
I had some little Charlie Brown boots, just like these boots. And when she came to the school, and this little girl, she had been telling everybody she's white. It's just the way she acted. It just broke my heart for the mother, for Annie. It really broke my heart. Because one thing, Annie is not ashamed of anything. She said she's proud of who she is, and she wants her daughter to be proud of who she is, no matter what her skin color is.
Yeah,
and the daughter was just not. She
just couldn't get the concept, and she was like so embarrassed putting up the book when she came in, and then the teacher was like, "We don't have no little colored girl in our class." All right, she's like, "Oh no, there go my daughter right there." That broke my heart too. Then of course she went running out and running away from her
and embarrassed her.
Yeah.
You know what? I wanted to know who her father was always.
When she said she looked just like her father. She said
when she said he left, that was just like the most we got.
Yeah, I wish was a white man.
He had to be.
I mean, he could have been a high yellow black man, but he probably
not with the way she looked.
No, he probably, a lot of these men was messing around with the maids and their mammies and all this kind of stuff. So he probably was. It probably was a white man,
and they wanted to get some chocolate. That's what they wanted.
I don't think I got the.
She was a nice looking black lady too. So yeah,
she was.
Yeah, I don't think I got the screenshot of it, but I believe that it was after this as well. Maybe I might be jumping, but there's a part where she even gets to like one of the times that one of the times Laura comes home and Susie's in the bed. She notices her hand bandage and she asks what happened to her. And they had cut their daggone hands because they were saying black people and white people didn't have the same kind of blood.
Yeah, I know, this ignorant stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. What up, Suburbia? Thanks for coming through.
Hey, Suburbia.
Thank you, Suburbia.
Now, this was another time that I was like, I get it, but I don't get it. Like, she used to play in Steve's face.
I know. She treated him like shit for a long. Excuse me. I'm sorry. She treated him like,
like doo-doo.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
It's okay.
She was playing games with him for a while. And, and then she got a little, well, I don't want to talk too far here, but she.
She did say he was practically white.
Yes, practically. Okay, so he could have been a very, very high yellow white man. I mean, a black man. He could have been like.
So if he's a very high and very, very yellow black man, now that we know all of the history that we know, which that they have been hiding from us all of these years, what does that mean? He was mixed.
Yeah, because my grandfather was a very, very like, you know, he could look like he was white, and he had very light green eyes.
Oh,
and when
my
you look
grandma
at his
too.
birth certificate or look at him in the with the census, some things said white, some things said black, some things said mulatto. They was confused as hell. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my grandma the same way. She was very,
Mhm.
very high yellow. My dad's mother, and
Mhm.
long, stringy head, like a, you know. So somewhere in the line on my
Somebody
father's
was
side of the family,
somebody was sneaking in there
somebody, yeah,
in
yeah,
the
Mhm.
slave quarters,
several ones on my family that
in the
looked like
quarters,
that.
trying to get
Right.
some chocolate.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Basically.
Yes.
So here Steve was, he trying to propose, he trying to tell her he love her. She's letting him know, like, I don't know about all that,
He
you
said, "I'm
know.
telling you, you ain't going." He said, "I ain't
I
like that
liked
part.
her.
I like Steve, but I ain't like that part." I was like, "Oh, you doing too much."
Yeah, when he
liked her
started
for
saying
her.
that, I thought he was doing too much.
Yeah, he said, "Yeah, I'm telling you, you ain't going." He said, "Because I love you. That's why you ain't."
Right.
He didn't want her to go to that audition
Yeah.
or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And she like, no. I done been left before, so I know I gotta find my way and
Yeah,
have my
because she
plan
was an
B.
older
Yeah,
actress.
this was her dream since she was a child. So it was like, do you really tell her to give up her dream? You know, I thought that was a bit much, but I understood him saying, you know, I love you and I want to be with you, and all of that part I was fine with. And as soon as she got that call, honey, she said, I got to go.
Mm-hmm.
She been waiting for this for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then this was her chance. This
Yeah.
was her chance where everything changed for the better.
Yeah. So of course she went, she did it. He was in the audience, but I don't think he ever spoke to her. He actually looked like he went from happy to sad all at once when they showed him.
Mm-hmm.
And after that we just see the years going by. I think we went from 1950
There was a time
all
jump.
the way up to
55.
like 1959. And so now she made it. She's doing a whole bunch of shows. She's going all around the world. We
She's
seeing
getting
Annie
work.
and them come see her. She getting standing ovations and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, she a full-fledged actress now.
And they done
Mhm.
moved into a house, a nice
Right.
house.
They
Oh, yeah,
moved into a house. They
I mean,
getting
she
all this
got
different stuff
the
delivered.
diamonds on and the chain moving.
First.
And you know, I'm gonna say this. I love the way women were dressed in those times.
Oh yes.
Look like men,
Yes.
and women
Yes.
look like
Yes.
women. Now you don't know who's who and what's what now. You know, and everybody's crossed and they have all kind of stuff going on now. But back then,
Hey
everybody
Michelle.
looked good. Everybody was,
Hey
you know,
Thea.
they were dressed to go to the grocery store, you know, to the market.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice, you know. So
Yeah. This was her first time seeing Steve after not seeing him for so many years. And it was funny because he came with somebody. Then she had her relationship
she
that she
ignored
was
that girl.
in.
She ignored
Soon
her.
as she seen him, she just took him over.
Yes.
Yeah, she ignored
Because
him.
that's who she want to be with.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Mm-hmm.
evening, Thea Hayes.
Hey there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she ignored that girl. We never saw her no more.
Nope, you never saw her
After
no
the
more.
scene, we never saw her no more. After that
Mm-hmm.
scene, yeah.
So of course that's when she took him home with her, and he got to see the girls. He like, I can't believe y'all that got so big and all that.
And here, this is when Sarah Jane started acting like a tail.
Uh-huh.
It got worse from this point on.
Yeah.
This is when she really got on my nerve.
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
the beginning of it.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
the beginning. Absolutely, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Because Susie says, you know, I wanted to stay like this. She sees a falling star and makes a wish. And she was like, Mama, don't you just want it to be like this forever, where it's like all of us together? And she told her, yeah, I'm not going to be doing as much work, which we knew that was bull crap. And then they say they're
You
going to
could tell she was lying to her when she said it.
Yeah. Then they decided they was going to go for this picnic. And Sarah Jane over here going to pretend she's sick so she could stay back while all the rest of them go on the picnic.
So she
Soon as she left out that room, she jumped up with the heels on.
Yeah, so she
didn't even wait 5 minutes.
She said she was going to the village. Okay, so now where was they living at? How? Because I wanted to
They
see.
Still had to be in New York if she say she going to the village,
right?
So
okay, so she probably in like some middle Manhattan or somewhere, right? She probably like in Manhattan.
The way it looked,
It looks like a suburbia area. They never really got,
They never really talked about what area they moved to.
Okay, but she going to the village. I mean, she going into the city then. Yeah.
Right.
She always migrate back to the city. That's what I was ready to say.
Mm-hmm. So, of course, this is them on the picnic, and she just want them to hurry up, and Annie trying to tell her, like, give them time. Your mother and Steve always had a connection, and this is where we start to see a little something with Susie too. But
okay, they say
it was in Long Island. That makes sense.
I think Susie was hot too for the mother boyfriend. She was like on some. Look, I ain't gonna.
That's why I said we start to see something with Susie here too, because she's talking to Annie about kissing and relationships, and Annie was like, "Is it too soon?" She said, "Well, all the girls in my class talk about it." And then she was getting mad that her mother and Steve was like going to, taking so long to come back to start the picnic. And Annie was like, "Well, give them time. They haven't seen each other in a minute. And that they have always kind of had like a special place for each other."
But this is when I started peeping out too, that she was on the field. Like I'm saying, she's having feelings for this grown man.
Yeah.
Yes. And
so
you know what else?
Peep that out.
I like the fact that she talked to her and told her about kissing and stuff like that.
Yes.
And kissing is a way you fall in love. And
it's
just like conversations like that. Mom, you know how your parents talk to you when not to go too far with a boy and stuff like that. And I like that she was showing her to have boundaries and things like that.
And Miss Annie could.
And it was crazy because both girls had like issues with their moms, even though the one with Sarah was on a whole nother level, but Susie didn't really feel like she could come to her mother either. Exactly. Annie was like that mother for her.
Because
but Susie also felt. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say Susie's mother was so busy into her career. So it wasn't that she was a bad mother. She just was into her career all the time. And then Annie was like a mother to Susie. And she got more, she was able to mother her more than she was Sarah Jane, because Sarah Jane didn't want nothing to do with her.
Right. Exactly. That's what I was saying.
I'm gonna piggyback off of you, Ingrid and Inga, and said that with this whole thing with those two, the reason why she felt more comfortable coming to her is because she spent the most time with her. She watched her, so she felt. You know how somebody know. If you come and talk to your kid and you don't dismiss them when they're talking, like their stuff is not important, I think she did that with her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she did it with her daughter too, but her daughter was just on another. She just didn't want to. She just didn't like the person that she was. She just wished that she was.
She hated herself. Yeah. She wasn't trying.
She hated herself. And her mother was really trying to talk to her about it.
Yeah, she was always talking to both of them, and she actually was encouraging both of them to go out and hang with kids their age and things of that nature. But Sarah Jane always took that as a daggone insult. But
Kendall posted Miss Annie said like kissing, and then there's kissing. That's right.
Yes, and that's how she said it. That's what I liked about it, Kendall. She let her know, like, yo,
and kissing is the best part.
Absolutely.
Kissing is the. I mean, before, people just want to jump into the whole thing, but you got to build up with the kissing.
Right.
Look, yes. Can you please look?
Hey. You always calling us that.
Since he called us that, I got something for us when we do our next thing.
I accept that.
Thank you for being.
So here we go again with 1 minute. Laura is saying, "Oh, I'm about to do this and I'm about to do that," and then as soon as she get in the house and get a call, it changes, and Steve just like, "Yeah, what is it now?"
Yeah, he's like, "Look, you can't keep doing this. You breaking plans."
Yeah, she was playing games with him all the time.
Yeah. She was.
Yeah, I was getting tired for him.
Yeah. But now this is when she actually catches that she's not in the house when they got back from the picnic, and she confides in her that she have this boyfriend, and then she of course gets pissed off because she thought it was a black boy, and she's like, why would you say that? Either one of y'all want to talk about this?
I'm laughing at EJ. I'm sorry.
But EJ said kissing.
She said kissing is the free game.
Like
That's right.
And everybody like a great
EJ.
game show.
That's right. Oh well, I just want to say, I agree with what you was saying, that she was sneaking out the house, said she had a boyfriend, and she got offended every time somebody would suggest that somebody she want to talk to or go out with or whatever was a black person. You know, because Susie asked her, well, is it so and so who happened to be a black guy? And she said, why would you say that? You know, and then it was another incident where she said that too she
said that to her mother. She was like, I don't want to jump too far ahead, so I'm trying to be careful.
I know what you're talking about. But she was offended when somebody thought
she was offended. It's just like she really didn't like being black.
I agree, Kendall. Sarah Jane at this point really got on my nerves.
Yes, she got on my nerves too.
She really got on my damn nerves. I mean, I really was pissed. I
didn't like her attitude. So many times. Look, I text you in the middle of the thing. I can't stand the way she was talking to her mother.
I was texting y'all. I'm up here, was cooking my dinner, watching the thing. I was getting pissed in the middle of it. I was like, I want to jump through the TV and punch her in her face. I was mad.
This part pissed me off the most. When she had the thing
on this is what you was just talking about.
Slave, I was so mad at her.
I was so mad.
Because my mammy. Yeah, she checked her too.
And I'm glad she checked her. She said, we don't treat you like that. We don't talk to you like that. We don't treat you like that. Because you know something, I mean, the white people are white people, but they wasn't.
Yeah, because this was the part Moochie was talking about too, before this.
Annie, they treated Annie like she was family. Annie
absolutely,
look, a butler or something to them, you know. Annie was not to help. Annie was family.
Right.
They both was on hard times and they helped each other.
Exactly. They helped each other. Yes, absolutely.
For her to turn around and do some crap like that, she was wrong. She was dead wrong. But you know what I loved about the way
Suburban on my damn nerves. I was mad.
I love the way she was dressed in this. The way she walked up that staircase, dressed in that little and. It's just,
that gown was
these movies when this time I love the way they dressed.
That's what I just said. I said the women, they dress gorgeous. I mean, even if they just around the house, clean the house, they had on heels while they vacuumed.
Yes,
you know, you ain't gonna get heels on around the house.
Yeah, because she was in her feelings and still had an attitude because Moochie. I'm just want to piggyback off what she was saying before. A little bit ago, even when Laura asked her, oh, is it such and such? And she said, why I gotta be him? Y'all always think I want the bus boys, even when she's talking to her mother. Y'all think I want the helpers. You know, y'all can't see me with anybody else. Because Laura's face actually lit up. She was like, oh, you got a date. You got a boyfriend.
Yes.
And then she turned sour after that and then came in here, oh, yeah, you need my help and mammy. And I said, what the hell? And I was glad that she
said, is it the
Annie was
so-and-so chauffeur's son? That's what she said. And she was like, well, why would it be him?
Right. And like, she didn't mean nothing by it. She said, oh, because he's always asking about you.
I mean, Kendall comment hit it right on the head. That how Annie just stood there. But because I mean, she was a classy woman. Because I'm gonna tell you, some other black mother would have popped her in her mouth. You know, but she was a very classy woman.
Yeah.
I mean, that says some other woman ain't classy. She just handled it very differently, you know.
Yeah.
You know how some people are not a like an aggressive type of person. They'd be like,
no, she definitely was not.
She wasn't aggressive like that.
No, she was. She had grace. She had a lot of grace.
Moochie, you want to break this one down?
Oh, yo, this is the scene where I was like. I was kind of mad at how he was acting. She brought it on herself.
Like
she brought it on herself, yo. and I felt like that was her karma for how she treated her mother back at the house. And when he was like, I've been hearing all these people talk about you and talk about how you're not, your mother's black. And then when he started, I was mad that he was smacking her up. But I was like, you know what?
And remember, Susie said, what if he finds out? She said, how he gonna find out? There's no way for him to find out.
I was so mad. I was mad that he was smacking her up, but I felt like she got what she deserved because the way she did her mom. Yeah, he said that. She should have been ready to fight then. You call my mother what?
On the other hand, Moochie, on the other hand, I might have been like, oh my God, he smacked her. But on the other hand, I was like, yes,
she got her reality check. Exactly. Yeah.
She just, I was on the other hand, I was kind of cheering because I'm like, I didn't want the guy smacking her, but on the other hand, she got her karma. You know what I'm saying? So
she did.
I felt
she got her karma.
I felt both ways about
karma. And he was just like,
she deserved a good smack in the face. That's what I wanted Annie to do too. But Annie ain't that type of woman.
She knew that the jig was up with her. That's why she was like, well, why don't we run away together? And da.
Yeah.
When she said that, he was like, yeah, that would be a good idea. But I want to know this. Is your mother a nigger? When he said that, I was like, uh-oh. And then she just wanted to be in denial.
I feel like Kendall. I didn't like it, but she got a reality check. So I was like, great. In a way, I'm glad she got smacked in the face. But she didn't learn a lesson. She still didn't learn no lesson after that.
Nah, she didn't learn.
Yeah, because she blames her mother.
She got worse, lady. She got
worse.
She
blames her mother. She felt like it's because you keep going around. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was saying she blames her mother. She kept saying it's because you keep going around telling people. She wanted to be able to live her life in peace.
The mother is not ashamed of her daughter. She's not ashamed.
Right.
She's saying that, lying is going to make it worse.
Right. Because they was like, what's going on? But before we even get to the part of dumb finding out, I just want to touch a little bit that Annie and Laura did have a conversation. And I thought it was interesting because, like I said, I haven't watched this in years. And I went back and watched it yesterday. And I was kind of thinking, like, just from remembering it from years ago, I was thinking to myself too, like, Dad, Annie always pretty much, it was all about her daughter. She was a work harder. She was a good friend. She had the friendship with her, but she brought to her attention because she was bringing up the funeral again and how she wanted to make sure it was elegant. She said, you always bring up that daggone funeral. And she said, well, invited all her friends. And then she told her.
She got hundreds of friends.
Yeah. And she said, I never knew you had all these friends. She said, you never asked
me even. And that kind of made me
mad. I thought that was interesting.
I'm sitting there thinking, I said, this is how some of these people are because you sitting there doing all this stuff for them, making their life better or easier, whatever. It could be your job. You go to your job and you make them money and make it good for you. And they don't know nothing really about you.
But even the way they set the story up, as me being a viewer, I felt like, well, Dad, Annie don't never go nowhere. She don't have no dates or anything. You saw Laura interacting with other people, but you only really saw her interacting with Laura and Susie and Sarah. So I was like, that's a good point. She was like, oh, no, girl, I got this. I got the people at the lodge. I got the people over here.
She said, I belong to 2 lodges. She got hundreds of friends.
Right.
And you saw it
she had
at the end.
Yes.
She's a good person.
Absolutely.
Very good person.
This woman went and have a whole bunch of people
and Laura didn't even know the stuff she was doing behind the scenes.
Yeah. Because she even told her she been sending the milkman. Yeah, I was about to say that. But then of course that's
go ahead and say about the milkman so that way we could elaborate on it.
Oh yeah, she was saying like make sure. I think she told her to give him $50 or something like that. She said every Christmas she's been sending him gifts throughout all these years. That's from when they used to live at the flat.
Exactly. That's when they had what I'm saying. Remember when I talked about it in the beginning? Remember, this was before she even got on when she had this.
Right.
Save this and put it in the kitty for later. She was saving a lot of money and handling stuff behind the scenes.
And Laura had no idea what was going on. All she could do was her career.
Because even in the beginning, when she said, how did you get this stuff? She said, oh, the milkman left it. She said, Oh no, he wasn't coming here to leave this. He was coming here because I owed him a bill, and he must think that you're my mate. I got money now. But Annie just had that way that she knew how to talk to people, and she was a good person. So therefore, it got reciprocated back to her. And like you said, Laura didn't even know how much stuff she was doing behind the scenes.
Laura was so focused on her career,
yeah. And so of course that's when Susie let them know what happened, and they came asking her what's going on. And Susie, she said it was the boyfriend.
She was like, "That's her boyfriend." Wait, she knew everything, and she spilled the beans.
Yeah,
she was like, her boy. She was like, "Who did this to you?" And she was like, "It was her boyfriend." Her boyfriend? Who's her boyfriend?
Right. Yeah. LSW says facts. She blamed the mother, but she wanted the perks.
Definitely.
I agree with that.
I agree with that too.
Because the crazy thing was, right before that situation happened with her coming out with the thing on her head and all that, Annie had said to her, Miss Lauren would let you, use the car. And she was like, oh, well, she was something else, boy.
She was something else.
Yeah,
it just got worse and worse for her.
At this point, this was the graduation. And of course, he was surprised to see her there because he thought she was already going to be gone. And this is when she tells him to keep an eye on Susie. I think that was the biggest mistake right there.
Yeah.
And him and Susie began to spend a lot of time together.
Susie was falling in love with him.
Yeah.
That's when Susie was like asking for alcohol at the table.
Yeah.
Like, for a drink, a glass of wine and all this stuff.
Look, he's talking about the real deal.
Oh no, you're gonna get a soda, Coca-Cola.
Right.
You don't want these people to lose their license. I'm like, people don't look. No, I mean, like, no, you can't drink. You ain't old enough to drink. What you think?
But she thought that she was a grown woman.
Yeah.
She dressing like one. She had the fur coat and the fur.
She thought she was on a date with a man.
Yeah, I mean, they was going out to dinners. They was going to dances. They was doing the horseback riding.
She didn't think she was with her mother's friend.
Right.
She thought she was on a date.
And
keep in mind, this is the only man that's
really
been around.
Yeah. And this was like Annie peeped it, and she said to her, "You need to hang with more people your age. Like that's cool that you hanging with Steve." And she said, "Oh no,
it was Steve. This is Steve. That every 5 minutes, Steve. Every 5 minutes." It's always Steve. Whenever he came around, or he called, he got all excited. You never saw her with nobody her age,
No.
Yeah. So of course this also, but her having this conversation with her and saying that she could borrow Sarah's coat, this also blows up the spot that Sarah been out here lying, y'all, talking about she working at the New York Library.
Yo, that phone call?
What y'all think about that?
Look, the phone call was the kicker. When the mother called, when she's like, I was calling because she's doing a night shift because she's doing some kind of book. And they was like, we don't even know a person by that name.
And then
she had that receipt.
When she had that paper with security guard, he didn't know what she was talking about.
She like, what the heck?
Yeah. So of course she show up there at old Marty's club. What was it? Halfrey's club, whatever.
Harry's club. Yeah. She wanted to come to find out her daughter on a pole, making
like a burlesque dancer, something like that, right?
No, she's a stripper.
But you know what was crazy? She actually had
this movie.
She was able to sing and dance. I don't know why she didn't ask. I guess she didn't want to ask Laura for no help.
Yo,
she crazy.
If they update this movie, she gonna be clapping her cheeks like
you know that.
She gonna be don't stop.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Do y'all think that they gonna update this movie one day?
Yo, I don't think they can, yo. If they do, would they?
They might, but to be honest, I would hope that they don't. We already got 2 versions, and I feel like these was actually before their time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And some people don't want to deal with race anymore. People don't like talk about race.
So and people don't want to talk about how people was passing either. People don't want to talk about
Yes, this absolutely was a real thing. Absolutely.
Yeah, people was passing for white.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they did not want to be found out.
Now.
They would excommunicate from their like if she was my sister and she was lighter, she would excommunicate me because I would blow up her life.
Exactly. Yeah.
She wouldn't want me to be her sister.
Absolutely. That's right.
This part broke my heart too. I feel like this is when Annie really gave up finally. Because she kept coming back, and I said, Annie, you good girl, because I think I would have been let it go.
Yeah, but she was already
okay. This is when she flew. This is when she flew out to go find her.
No, this is before
this
that.
is when she called the library and came to that
bar.
She came out she wasn't working.
She told her, stop following me.
Fired. Yeah, she got fired.
She was like, stop following me. And every time you follow me somewhere, I'm just going to go somewhere else. Like, I don't want to be bothered. And Annie fell down on the steps and was crying. That made me so sad.
I didn't like this is when I text y'all. I ain't like the way she was talking to her mother.
Yeah,
I didn't like it either.
I did not like it at all.
Because she basically told them, I don't know her.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it when she was a child, but she got it was like venom.
No, but now she's got nasty now.
That's why I said the venom part. Like it was just like she was so evil.
It's almost like she despised her mother.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that movie Suburbia.
Yeah.
Tessa, the girl that's in Creed is in that movie.
Yeah,
I saw.
So at this point, she leaves again. She leaves a letter, and Annie's asking Steve to help to find where she's at. And this is when he said he would pay for her to go on a train, and she said, "No, I gotta fly because I don't got much time." Like she was letting them know, because even when she said to her.
She must have cancer or something.
I think she was been sick, because remember at one point, Laura says to her, "You never told me what the doctor said," and she said, "The doctor said what they always say."
Yeah, that was the same night that she came in there with the thing on her head.
Yeah.
She was saying
so she had been sick for some time.
She was like, "You never told me what the doctor said." She said, "All the doctor do is tell you to get some rest."
Right.
Yeah, so, I think she probably had cancer or something like that.
I don't even want to think about that, because it's just like this.
Oh, it made me sad.
But she made up her mind to go to her. She said, "I gotta see her one last time," because at one point Laura was even saying that she would go. She was like, "No, this is something I have to do."
Oh, she Moulin Rouge. So now she's really a burlesque dancer. Remember you said that she's doing a burlesque now?
You're right. I think before it was stripping. Yeah,
she was stripping before.
Yeah,
like if this was a today's time thing, she was like one of them chicks that was really don't stop, pop the thing. She was doing all of that.
She was at Magic City the first one.
Yeah, she was at Magic City, but she was making it clap, making the booty cheeks clap, and all of that.
Yeah, this is a little more like Las Vegas type of style.
Where you be like, just with the little gloves and taking them off.
And then here go this witch right here.
Oh, she makes me sick.
Oh, are you the maid? Because whatever she said to her, something about the sink being stopped up or something she said. I mean, I was like, lady, if you don't get out of my face. But Annie was so classy. She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm not here for that. I'm here for
Yeah. And then she said, "I didn't know you had a mammy." And Sarah goes, "All my life."
She made me sick in this movie.
That's what I'm saying. This lady is not a likable person at all.
Yes, y'all. Please hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to me. I'm trying to get to 700. I ain't got that far to go on the course to 1,000. All right, help your girl out.
Yeah, look, she is on the road.
Make sure that y'all subscribe to her.
That's right.
She's on the road to 1,000. She's trying to get monetized. Help a sister out, y'all.
That's right. That's
right. Help my BX sister out. All right.
That's right. That's right. She Moochie, you're gonna have to do a list of horrible children. She would need to go on this list.
Yes, very horrible.
Yeah. If we
very
do
horrible.
I'm writing that down right now.
You had to do horrible kids.
Tariq St. Patrick.
So of course,
I'm just saying.
You know, either one of y'all want to break this down. I just get too emotional with this whole thing.
This part got me sad too, because my mother died of cancer, and when you mentioned the C word, I don't want to go there. But
well,
I
mean,
didn't
they
like
didn't say she had that. I'm just assuming because
I'm assuming too. I think you're right.
Yeah, because she kind of knew that she was dying.
She knew, but
she was planning her funeral and all this stuff.
I didn't like. I was mad that her daughter
Michelle,
wasn't
we
here.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's a shame. Susie was more like, look how they sitting here and she's eating dinner and Annie.
Well, I kind of jumped the gun a little bit, y'all. We do know she's sick, and her mother told Susie to stay home with her. And Susie is letting her know about how much she loves Steve. And even in that moment, Annie still said, yeah, like a child, And she said, no, not like that. But I'm realizing now that I did love him since I was a child. Because her mother had went out on a date with him, and she said, they always loved each other. That I don't know. She couldn't separate it though.
No,
she still felt like he could be with her.
Exactly.
She couldn't separate it because
this a grown man. He wasn't gonna be with her.
Yeah, he wasn't looking at her in that way.
You know what though? She couldn't separate it because this was back in the days where people used to keep stuff hidden. You didn't have your relationship. You didn't flaunt it around when you wasn't a married woman.
So yeah, you see how she was smiling 1 minute and then that smile turned to a frown as soon as she seen them kiss.
Exactly. You see that? And some of these grown men, they used to have relations with them.
And that's how people was crossing the line.
Yeah.
Look, you don't tell your mother what happened.
Mm-hmm. But I think he genuinely saw her and Sarah as like, wow, y'all was just those little girls. Now y'all all big. And he just was trying to look out for her.
But I believe he saw her as his daughter, though.
Yes.
No, he looked at them as girls. He never looked at them in no romantic.
Right.
No, he looked at them as like, these could be my kids.
Right.
And he loved both of them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is when Annie told her about how her daughter was feeling.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
She had no idea. She was clueless.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh, Annie always the one that tell you about it. And that's when she had to check her or the feelings she had been feeling all this time.
Mm-hmm. But that's because her mother didn't communicate with her.
Right.
If her mother communicated with her more, they would have had a better relationship. She just felt like if she provide for her, she's being a good mother.
She said you got the horse outside and you got this big
house.
That's
what she felt. If I provide for my daughter and give her everything she wants.
That's how a lot of parents
and that's how some parents
of a certain age, both of my parents in their 80s, they feel a certain that's something my dad would say, where you had lights and you had clothes, you had food.
Absolutely. I know a lot of people that's the way that they felt and the way that they brought their kids up. Even if you're not a celebrity, even me, when my son was growing up, I was always working 2 and 3 jobs at a time, going to school. I missed a lot of events, a lot of family functions I couldn't be at. And it's like sometimes you want to be there, but you also know you need this money to pay these daggone bills.
Especially as mothers, you have that guilt, you know what I'm saying? You don't even understand how many times I wish I could go back and redo it.
Right.
I was the same way. I worked 2 jobs when I was going through my divorce and stuff like that. And my son was with my brother a lot. He was with my brother so much they thought that my brother was his father. Mm-hmm. And but I will also hear all of the stories with things that happen when they be talking about stuff. And I'll be like, well, where was I when this happened? They be like, yo, you was at work. You know how many
damage you do.
It's so many stories.
Yes, absolutely.
That I heard about my son when he was
absolutely
little. And I'll be like, where was I when this happened? They be like, nah, you was at work.
Sometimes that's the sacrifices that you have to make. And even Annie says to her, it's not that you was a bad parent. And then even though Susie was lashing out at her at one point, and when she said the whole, I'll give him up if I had to, she said, stop with the acting. She even apologized to her like, look, I get it. You, my mom, I'm going to go ahead and leave for a minute because I need to go. That she wanted to go away to college. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I'll get over Steve, but I just need you to be real about, the fact that you weren't there. Annie was more of a mother to me.
She was.
She was. She really
She was
was.
speaking facts.
But you know something? We know this to be a fact that I know this is a movie, but in real life, most of those housekeepers and people
absolutely,
like that, they were the ones who were raising the children.
Yes.
And they were the moms to the kids, to the sons or the daughter. It doesn't matter who it was. You know, it'd be either the butler or the maid. They the ones who, that's more the parent than the real parents. Because
they was getting
that's
money.
happened all the time. It's still going now because people have nannies now.
Absolutely,
is really the one that's caring for the children. The parents is off doing whatever. You know,
I know that's right, Suburbia.
Yeah, I didn't. That's a good quote. But my son never like said anything. He just like when I hear stories, I'll be like,
"Hey, well, Queen Yolanda, thank you for
Queen."
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Work when stuff went down, so and you do feel guilty about it.
Yes, you do. You do.
But I made sure my son had everything he needed.
Yeah.
You wanted to go to basketball camp? I made sure that happened.
Oh yeah.
Went to college? I made sure that happened.
Yeah, Susan said I'm going to Denver. Okay.
Camps wasn't free, so I had to work 2 jobs, 3 jobs. I did all that, you know.
Yeah. So of course we talked a little bit about this already. This is just, they know she's sick. She's telling them everything she wants. She got everything wrote down, laid out.
This is where I lost it. This is where I lost it. I'm in my kitchen. I had to stop what I was doing. I was bawling. I was no good.
Yeah.
I text y'all, I was no good. I was crying. I couldn't take it because when she screamed out, Annie!
Oh they loved each other though. And they were really good friends.
I mean, they were. I mean, Annie was a good.
Hey, thanks for coming through. We appreciate it. Hey. And of course, this is when Mahalia Jackson, Child. This song was in my head all day.
Yeah,
all day. I was walking. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, I'm agreeing with you. She killed it. She blew.
All day. I couldn't get this song on my head. I kept out of nowhere bursting out. My song was like, "Okay, Ma, soon will come trouble of the world." I was like, I can't get it out my head, y'all.
Yeah. She killed that. She killed that.
And Annie had a funeral that was fit for a queen as she deserved.
In this, Tamika, in this the funeral, how she said she wanted the
yes.
She wanted the marching. I mean, not marching band, but like like a band.
Yes.
Yeah, she had an orchestra.
Yes. She said she had hundreds of friends. And look at all.
Yes, everything she wanted, she had.
Even them Hollywood people showed up.
Yeah, because
the people used to be at the house. They all
exactly because everybody knew her and knew how much of a nice person she was.
Those streets was flooded
with people.
And ironic was it that Sarah is running through the crowd. Excuse me, that's my mother. Let me get to my mother. That scene breaks me every time, though.
The last time she saw her mother, she treated her like dog crap, and she didn't see them. And it was like a time jump. It was some years. So it was a few years. She probably didn't see her mother. And so then you want to show up at the funeral. Get out of here. Get out of here. Shoot. Get out of here.
But she told she told Sarah she wasn't gonna bother her no more, that she loves her. She's always gonna love her. Like, I think she just accepted it and made her own peace with it. She gave her the hug before she left, and then she told Laura and Steve that it was money she put to the side for her, and if she ever need anything, because she even told her, I am tired, I'm not gonna bother you no more. She said, if you need anything and I'm not around, go to them. And she said, okay, but when they hit, it hit. Like,
it's always like that, especially if you don't know your parent is gonna die.
Yeah.
Or even if you do know, I'm speaking from experience. Even if you do know, you still don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I remember. I'm speaking from experience because I remember they told us my mother had 6 months to live. And I ain't believe it because my mother was still walking around like nothing. She used to get sick when she get her chemo. I drive her or whatever. But when how when you see them getting worse, then that's when it started to hit you. And then You think about all the bad things you said when you be mad, when you be a spoiled brat. And I was spoiled.
Well, I'm sorry, Moochie.
No, it's all right.
No, I mean, I'm still feel sorry because
my mother been going.
You always think that
you always think about it.
The situation.
You always think about it.
Damn, the last thing I said was this, or the last thing I did.
Yes, exactly.
But it's a club I haven't gone through yet.
And that's a club you don't want to join.
But I know it's going to happen. You know,
that's a club you don't want to join.
Yeah, both my parents are in their 80s, so I know it's they ain't gonna have a whole lot of more years.
That's a club you don't want to join. I was like only 25 when my mother died.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least I have.
But my mother did tell me.
At least I have all these years with them. So
yeah, my mother was like, I know. That's why I hold on to my dad the way I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you messed up with one, that you're not gonna mess up with the next. That's how I feel. So if my father called me, I'll drop everything and run for him. And that's how it goes. But I every time when I watch this movie, it always makes me bawl.
I was bawling. When I text y'all, I was bawling. I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, never a time that I watch this that I don't cry. I don't care how many times I see. I cry so hard.
And that's why I started getting emotional.
Last night.
Tamika, I don't think I'm going to watch this for a long time for a while. I watched it because we were talking about it, but I don't think I'm going to watch it for a good little while because it's too emotional. And then plus Claire Jane just pissed me off. I don't like her.
She did. She got me mad where I wanted to roll around on the ground. And
me too. I wanted to jump through the TV and just beat her up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at this funeral here. This looked like a celebrity had passed away.
Absolutely. Yes. She had her horses, her carriage.
She sent her out like grand style.
That's
right.
What
I like. She kept her word.
Yep.
That's what I liked about it. She and that was the best. She should have did that because this lady did everything.
For her.
She provided she provided everything at home so you could make money.
Yeah, she definitely did everything for her.
Thank you, Sabavia.
Even the milkman was at the funeral because she give him a fresh crisp $50.
Yeah,
I mean she was leaving money to this man.
Yeah, because and then when they have all the people get up and say things about the person you are and what you did, that means everything.
Absolutely. Yes, y'all.
Wait,
ooh, Lord,
the
next movie got to be lighthearted. Y'all.
No, that's why we do. Well, no, Cooley High gonna make us.
Oh, that's
when the scene was shown. I could relate being the only child and losing your parents. Yeah, it's not easy, y'all. It's not easy at all.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we could know it's a part of life. We could know the person is sick, but
I'm very thankful that I have both of them.
You know.
They both might drive me crazy for different reasons, but I'm still very thankful I have both of them. And
look, my stuff be delayed and where I gotta postpone stuff because I gotta go down. Look, Tamika know.
Yeah.
Tamika know.
But I can
yes, y'all. But we made it through. That was Imitation of Life.
Oh yeah. Thank you for telling us. I mean, to remind us to watch this, Tamika, because
Tamika, this was a good movie. The list that we got coming is good.
Yes.
We got through this, and this is the part. Even though I'm
saying all over again. I get myself together.
Yes, but
I'm feeling it in my chest, right? You know what I'm saying?
Because you be so mad at the daughter for the way her attitude was. But you knew she loved her. But by the time she realized how much her mother meant to her, she's gone.
Yeah,
she's gone. Yeah, and you can't say you sorry. It's too late to, so. Yeah, it was a very, very good movie.
But it is a good movie.
Tamika, did you find out any? I should have looked it up. I didn't have time, but was there did this movie get nominated for any Oscars or anything? What was?
I didn't see anything about that. Y'all know I usually try to look for little gems. Okay. They may have.
Okay, yeah.
But I didn't see anything.
It should have been. If
I don't know, it depends. You might be one of them. You got to see which one.
Right.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because it's both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up now.
Now, which one you like better? I like the 59 better.
I like the 59 better.
Yeah, because I like Juanita Moore, the lady who play Annie.
Yes, I love Juanita Moore. I love the part of Mahalia singing. You know, she lived to be 99. Juanita Moore.
Oh,
okay. I got the list. Tamika, they got a Golden Globe.
Okay.
Best Supporting Actress. It was Susan Conan. I don't know which one person that it was.
That's Laura.
So yeah, so she got the Best Supporting Actress.
Okay.
Let me ask y'all this: Would you like to see Angela Bassett in this, playing the mother? I don't know why it came across my mind, but I just figured
they would have to modernize it, not be a maid.
If they modernize this movie,
not be no maid.
Let's pick them. She can't be no maid. She just be her girlfriend.
Definitely ain't doing that.
No, if I would want her in the. If they modernize it, let's look. We gonna go to the writers' room, Tamika. If they updated this movie, Tamika, and I want everybody's input, including the chat.
Okay.
How would you do it, Tamika?
I could see Angela Bassett. We know she's an amazing actress. I don't know who the other people would be yet.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah,
we would have to get
and the Sarah Jane would have to be somebody. I want somebody that's unknown, like we don't know, a young girl. That's unknown, who's very high, very, very high.
She has to be racially ambiguous. That's what I say now,
right? Absolutely.
So, all right, we say we would want an unknown person to play the daughter, right?
Yeah.
We would say Angela Bassett would play her mother. Who would you want to be? Being that it wouldn't be a maid or nanny situation.
Okay.
It'll be a friendship.
It could be a friendship.
Because you know how kids do. They be living their little lives under the radar.
It could be a lady who took in this black lady with her daughter.
No, I feel like they should be college friends and the girl is passing for white.
Yeah, it could be like that. Yeah.
Somebody said Octavia Spencer should play Annie.
That's a good one too.
Somebody said Viola Davis.
That's a good one. Viola Davis.
No, any of them could play that.
Any of them, yes. I agree.
Who would be the white woman, y'all?
Oh man, so many white women.
Yeah.
I mean, what about somebody like Julia Roberts or one of them real high? White.
I want somebody like that. Exactly. That's perfect.
Yeah, somebody like that.
Imagine them? They would bring a lot of money in. Julia Roberts and Angela Bassett.
Something like that. Somebody like it got to be some two big name stars. The girls could be some unknown girls, but the two mothers have to be named stars. It got to be.
What about the men's?
Well, we wouldn't see the father for maybe, but we could write the whole story over and we could see who the father was.
Somebody said Reese Witherspoon. Yo, she's like, I could see her.
Meryl Streep or whatever her name is. Meryl Streep. Yeah. Could see that too. With Meryl Streep.
I like having fun conversation.
The father. Like you talking about Steve? Steve could be. Really. I would like the black person to be definitely that got to be on point. The white people could be anybody.
Okay.
It really could be anybody for the white people, but the black one got to be on point.
I'm looking at all of these comments in here, and people is naming some powerhouse people.
Yes, yeah, I agree with Octavia Spencer, Viola Davis, Angela Bassett too.
Yeah. Thank you, Suburbia. We appreciate you.
Thank you for being a friend.
I love that. I love the Golden Girls. Those are my girls.
Drive across the world and back again.
So that's our name? That's our name when we
put that in the title or something.
I got y'all. Don't worry about it.
Oh, God. But thank y'all so much for joining us. We do appreciate y'all for our Throwback Sunday review.
Yeah,
we will be back again, next month with We Coolly High. That's gonna be on Moochie channel, but it'll probably be streaming on both our channels. But we take turns, rotate, and
we could gonna be monetized by then. It is. Speak good.
Oh, yeah,
From your lips to God's ears. All right.
Look here, everybody in the chat. We're gonna get Tamika up to 1,000. Like we working on it. We working on it. I gotta hit them like buttons, share,
hit them likes, hit the
subscribe.
Share.
You just got to participate in the chat.
Yeah. So Moochie, what else you got going on in your channel you want to tell them about before we get out of here?
Look, I had some things going on, y'all. But I will be back tomorrow. We doing Power Book 2 at 9 p.m. We doing I don't know when we supposed to be doing Yellow Jackets. But me and Tamika gonna talk behind scenes, and we gonna figure out how we gonna do this. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
So we gonna be doing everything. I got Power Book 2, Yellow Jackets coming, and also we gonna do theories and stuff like that. And I do have what we're going to be talking about, what movies we should be talking about, what shows we should be talking about. We're gonna do all of that. All right, get them likes up, please. Holla at your girl. Put us up in that algorithm, y'all. We will be back tomorrow at 9. You know, Tamika gonna be on deck, and we're gonna be talking about Power Book 2. We're gonna do some trivia, word scrams, all of that.
Yeah. So I know I'm still gonna be around y'all, but I'm probably not gonna be as busy as I usually be. I need to take care of some other things. So since we getting a little bit of downtime, I want to take advantage of that and take care of my stuff. That way, when I start going hard again, I could fully be in it and focus.
Yeah, but no more snowfall. So
yeah,
sad.
we finished snowfall. We did do a snowfall review, even though y'all probably can't hear me because my mic was playing games. We did Love at the Lockup. You know,
that's what we
doing that this Friday. That's gonna be the season finale.
That's not over yet.
The season finale coming up this Friday. Okay. I've been doing Bel Air. This probably gonna be the last season that I'm gonna cover it. But that's gonna be the season finale for that too. I will put that up. Of course, we've been doing Power, Yellow Jackets.
Bel Air tonight.
I think it's tomorrow at 6.
She's doing Zatima tomorrow.
And
you and EJ, right?
Yeah,
me and Just Call Me EJ have been doing Zatima.
And I think that's we're about to go Saturday, to EJ's channel next.
Yeah, go to EJ channel at 8:00. She's gonna be talking about Power. And then Saturday, I'm gonna try to do a self-care Saturday, which you should be watching. And 11:00 that night, I'm gonna see how many people I could get on the panel. We're gonna do another trivia. If y'all have not got to see those, check that out too. And come through this Saturday if y'all ain't got nothing to do and hang out with us. Okay. So that's basically what's going on for right now.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes.
I will be back on schedule next Saturday. So what we're gonna do is 9 p.m. we do Power Book 2, and then we're gonna segue over to Tamika's channel, do the trivia and all of that. So come on through.
Whose link they want us to drop? Drop somebody's link.
Drop the link, please.
Is it EJ?
Oh, for EJ? LSW, do you have our Instagram accounts and stuff?
Maybe it's EJ she's talking about.
All right. I don't look. She gotta get up
and follow from Tamika's page.
If you go on my page, I think I got stuff that I tagged her in, either in my community tab or in the videos. Or if you look in, you know how you go to the section that says about and it says the people I follow, she's up there too. It's Just Call Me EJ, or it says EJ TV Junkie. Yeah, she should be in it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, can I say one more thing? Mm-hmm. Also, please put in the community chats, in the comments, even if it's the vote, what movies you guys want to talk about. And we will add it to the list. I know it might take some time, but we will do it.
Yes, definitely do that, because we already got a crazy long list. I got a long list for the Throwback.
I gave you a list, Tamika, and then you had a list.
Then we got a list together too.
Yes,
so please,
very long. So it's just we can't do all of them at one time, but we
especially if there's a lot of the shows. The current shows are coming on now. This is like, so we do it once a month. It's the last Sunday of every month.
Right.
So somebody said black like me. Y'all queen. Listen, hit us up in the community tabs. You got our socials down here. I'm at Muchilla Review on Instagram. You could DM us with whatever movies you guys want to talk about. We might be saving the Alfred Hitchcock for Halloween though. So even if you mention him, put the movies in the chat and things like that. All right?
Yeah. All right, child. Enjoy the rest of your day. Head over to EJ channel if you can. We probably will see you over there. I'm gonna stop in there for a minute.
Okay, yeah, I'll stop over and say hello.
All righty then.
All right, thanks everybody.